Welcome to Tucson Super Regional Reaction and Game 2 preview here with Chris Muller. Before we get started, we're going to jump right into it. But before we get going, I'm going to tell you about the Vault Society. The Vault Society is the Ole Miss Athletics Foundation's push, which is a 5-year commitment of support. Membership starts at $5,000 a year, and there's a benefit chart on the site. I'll tell you that in just a second. All gifts to Ole Miss between now and June 30th will receive triple points. Red points are non-deductible and go towards priority seating. Blue points are 90% tax deductible and go towards parking and non-home ticketed games. That'd be postseason, bowl games, neutral site, etc. If you have any questions, go to give2athletics.com. Go to give2athletics.com. Ole Miss, a 9-3 loser in Game 1 of the Tucson Super Regional. Arizona takes a 1-0 lead. I'm here with Chris Muller, who is on site in Tucson. How's it going, Chris?
Hopefully we get after it tomorrow and even the series. What'd you see on your end?
I saw a team that was as advertised offensively. I saw us tentative. I think that's a good word, offensively. It was a little bit tentative. And that forced us to we'd end up getting behind in counts, and all of a sudden they have the control. They don't have a great pitching staff, but those counts kind of gave them advantage, and we just seemed to take a whole bunch of fastballs.
Yeah, it was a really, our pitching staff is a little bit prone to allow the home run ball. At least that's what I've noticed over the course of time, and I don't know the exact stats to back that up. But obviously Arizona had a really good day at the plate. This park does play really weird. It's a really interesting park when you get out here and take a look at it. It looks huge, but it's not. At least that's what my perception of the way the ball flew out of the yard today. And there were the Jacob Gonzalez double to start things off. The yard just played really a lot smaller than it really is dimensionally. So a couple comments from Mike after the game. Indicated we just didn't have a good day today. Kind of poor on the mound, didn't really do much to keep Arizona off balance. Really lacked quality stuff. He did mention that Tyler Myers competed and saved the bullpen a little bit. So Derek Diamond took the loss today. Four plus innings pitch. I believe he allowed four runs. Excuse me.
Yeah, he gave credit for four.
4 of the 9. Myers went 3 2/3 innings, allowed 5 runs. Obviously, 3 of those were off that double that happened really, really late, and so it may have been that he was just getting a little bit fatigued in that regard. We offensively, we were just like you said, we were just a little off balance and tentative. We only had 3 hits after the first inning, so the first inning was really, really good for us. And on the flip side of that, Arizona didn't score in just 2 innings. So they put runs up in 6 of the 8 innings that they were required to bat. From the first inning perspective, really, I'll just go through that because that's the bulk of our offensive production today. Gonzalez had the leadoff double. A little bit further down the line, Elko got intentionally walked, and obviously the philosophy there was they didn't want to see Elko beat them, which is a pretty solid philosophy when you saw what he's done over the past several weeks. And then Justin Bench hit a double. Obviously, Elko's still not motoring as well as he could be if he had 2 good legs. So he was only able to get to third on that. And then both he and Bench scored on the McCants single to center field. So a really good first inning. We just never backed it up with really anything else. So kind of disappointing in that regard. McCants was the only player with multiple hits on the Rebel side of things. And then they just crushed the ball. This is all I can say about it is they beat the ball around the yard quite a bit.
Yeah, if people are looking for something positive to take from this game, Peyton Chatinier absolutely smoked the ball today. He just hit it right at people a couple of times, but you can tell the slump is starting to wear off there, and TJ McCants kind of got back on track offensively. So that's 2 little positives that you can take to a Doug Day.
Absolutely, and I think that, any positive, especially with a young player like TJ, and, Peyton's not that much older than he's a year older, But to hear the crowd chant TJ's name tonight when he got the two big hit or the two hits, it was really nice to see him get acknowledged for that and for the crowd to understand, the slump, maybe whatever you want to call it, that he's been going through. Another note that before we get into tomorrow's game, if you didn't see it, Arizona did have two players suspended. Randy Abasher and Gil Luna were suspended today for the series, so they will not see action out of the Arizona bullpen at all this weekend. Uh, Kind of heard around the ballpark they may have gotten involved in a little bit of a scuffle. I don't know whether that was an internal scuffle or an external scuffle, but needless to say, we're not going to see those two arms this weekend. I believe they're both lefties out of the pen, so that does kind of limit what Coach Johnson's going to be able to do in that regard.
Yeah, which would be it wouldn't be a problem really for them until you get to Game 3, and then we're used to those Sunday slugfests.
Yeah, and we got to get through Doug Day tomorrow before we can get there. So let's talk a little bit about Doug. We pretty much everybody on this broadcast or watching this broadcast knows the stats, but I'll go through them real quick. 11 wins, 2 losses, 2.39 ERA, 132 strikeouts, and he struck out 16 strikeouts the last time he was out at Swayze. So really a phenomenal outing by Doug outside of the couple home runs that he allowed. It wasn't the last time out; it was his last start. Obviously, his last time out was on Monday of the regional. And then lefty Garrett Irvin for Arizona, 6-2 record, 3.51 ERA. But if you look back to his most recent start, which was last week against Santa Barbara, he threw a complete game 3-hitter. And so, it'll be really interesting to see if he's able to continue that momentum into tomorrow's game. And if he does, it's going to be a pitcher's duel to the very end, I think.
Yeah, I expect our batting lineup to be unbelievably aggressive. I don't see many accounts being worked. They're probably going to jump on the first fastball they see. And if it's something to where it's not hitting gaps, it's not successful, the Arizona pitcher could cruise. That could be a side effect.
It could, but I really expect our guys. I mean, we're in an elimination game now from here until we either win the next two games or drop one. So I expect the guys to come out and be themselves. That's all they can be, and to just perform really well tomorrow. And we'll let the chips lie where they may come the end of 9 innings. We will be the home team tomorrow. So if that means anything to anybody, we do get last bat if it comes down to that.
Yay! Like 3 o'clock in the morning videos.
Something like that.
Yeah. Basically, what are you looking forward to? What needs to happen tomorrow that you're looking to happen?
I think we just got to be a little bit more aggressive at the plate, and obviously just ride Doug's energy. I mean, that's really what I think about it. Is Doug's just going to bring so much energy to the park, and we just need to be able to ride it and have the team enjoy it, not just the fans, because we're going to enjoy it no matter what, but have the players enjoy it and get behind him and allow Doug to put us on his back. Is my takeaway.
Yeah, and like always, be confident, have fun, and play loose in a situation like this, because if you get tight, bad things are going to happen. One thing I'm interested in, I know we have to get through Doug Day first. I understand that. But I want to see if Jack Doherty is in the pen because of us using Tyler Myers, or if Drew McDaniel is the third option, because Sunday has the potential to get really crazy if Doug Day goes well.
It does, and I'm looking forward to that. And obviously, we're all really hopeful that that's the way it goes. And we're, playing baseball on Sunday night at, I guess it would be 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, and in Game 3s, crazy things can happen, and we just gotta get through tomorrow and then get to Game 3, and then let's start swinging bats and see where the runs add up at the very end.
Yeah, this team has played all year at their best with their backs against the wall. The rest of the season, their backs will be against the wall. So let's see what they got.
Exactly. So I'm excited for tomorrow. I think we'll come out really loose. it's just the Doug Day mentality. So I'm really excited about it.
All right, Arizona 9-3 winner over Ole Miss in Game 1 of the series. They take a 1-0 series lead. Chris, you get some rest. You had a busy day traveling today. Get ready for tomorrow night. And until then, hotty toddy.
Howdy toddy.